When was the last time you did something for yourself? Not because it was your birthday, not because it was a holiday or you were on vacation, not because someone gave you permission, literally just because. And what was the last time you rested without feeling guilty? If you can't remember, this conversation is for you. Before we get started, welcome if you're new here. If you have been rocking with me, welcome back. It's your girl, Chelsea C, your fitness and nutrition coach. Always doing the most so you don't have to. So we're going to dive right in today. I'm going to switch gears a little bit, okay? So today we're going to do something a little different. So I've talked about stress. We went over being exhausted, and these are videos that I've posted. So make sure you go check those out. Really good. They should be helpful, hopefully, or help someone else. We've talked about nutrition. We talked about our midsection, our belly getting bigger as we get older, maybe more bloated, things of that nature, and like how to combat that, right? Why they happen and what you can do about it. But today, I think we need to have the conversation underneath all those conversations. Because here's what I keep asking myself, and that I've asked my clients on many occasions. Why do we keep putting ourselves last? Why do you keep putting yourself last? I mean, I've had to sit with myself with that. And it's not necessarily last, but it could be a priority, right? Maybe you have things going on, but sometimes we're not even on the grid, right? It's okay to be last. Maybe you got to take care of kids, family, things are happening. But sometimes at some point, we don't even put ourselves last. We kind of put ourselves just at the end. And if we have time and we're not exhausted, we might do something for ourselves, right? I've had to ask myself that many a time. And it's always good to kind of reflect and think about that. But so today, that's what I'm going to talk about. I think we're going to talk about something I think is keeping so many women from taking care of themselves. Let me tell you a quick story. Um, it happened maybe a month or so ago. I was talking with a friend, and I told her, "This is my year." I said, "I'm going to be traveling the world." And FYI, that is what I'm manifesting. So you'll see me all over. Maybe in some of the videos, we'll take a hike out into wherever I'm at. But that's neither here nor there. We were talking about that, and she's always very supportive. So she's like, "Yeah, yeah, yeah, I'll follow you." She's like, "Me too." In 7 years, once my youngest graduates from high school, then I can really start living and doing things for myself. And honestly, my heart sank a little because I know her life. So, quick background, she's 47. Okay, she's a school administrator. She's in a high position at school. She has three amazing kids, husband, um, and every afternoon, once she gets off her job, her work, she's at another practice, another game, an event, right? And then by the time she gets home, she's exhausted, but now kids got to eat. She has to eat, right? Um, got to get ready for school tomorrow, got to do homework and all of that fun stuff. And then you got weekends, her weekends, we're just speaking on her. More events. I think some of the kids are in AAU, they're in travel ball, they drive hours in the early mornings, and like all the day is pretty much taken up, right? So, of course, more taking care of everyone else. And all I could think was, and I might even said that, I was like, 7 years? You're going to wait 7 years before you start living? I feel like that's a decent amount of time. But let me be clear before I get bad press, okay? I'm not saying don't support your kids. I'm not saying don't be an amazing mother and wife and do all you can for your family. I'm not saying don't show up for your family. I feel like family is number one. But what I'm asking is, why does taking care of yourself have to wait until everyone else is done needing you? Because I think so many of us are living like this. It's the win, right? Win, win, win. No, not the song. All I do is win, 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 no matter what. God, who's saying that? Who was that? T-Pain? Rick Ross? Anyway, I digress. I'm talking about the win. I'll start working out win, right? I'll eat healthier win. I'll finally take that trip win. I'll rest win. I'll take care of me win. And I can go on, right? But what if win keeps moving or never really happens, right? Because life doesn't suddenly get less busy. There will always be another responsibility. Yes, I understand sometimes there's ebbs and flows and things are busy, but there's always another bill, there's always another event, another reason to wait. And before you know it, years have gone by. Here's what I've learned. You can watch every one of my videos, which I highly recommend you do. You can read every book on whatever topic that you would like to, get better at. You can listen to all the podcasts and follow every wellness expert and, guru and get a revelation and understand like, oh, this is why I do these things. But a revelation doesn't automatically mean you're going to change your life. But a shift does. A decision does. See, the moment you decide I'm worth taking care of, that's when things begin to change. Because when you really decide, like, man, I'm worth taking care of, there's going to be actions behind that, right? Not saying they have to be huge. Maybe they will be. Maybe they'll just be small little things that you take throughout the day that you haven't been doing. So that's when the change really begins. So the challenge here, what I want to challenge you this week. So this is what I do. I usually have some type of challenge because I want to support you. Um, a big part of coaching and being successful and being coachable is getting support and then being held accountable. Okay. So here's what I want you to do this week. This is just for you. This should be a fun thing. Well, I think it's fun at least. You're going to do one thing just for you. Maybe it's taking a walk. Maybe it's reading a book. Maybe it's going to bed an hour earlier. Maybe that's not something you would want to do, but just throwing it out there. Maybe it's sitting outside with your coffee or tea before the house wakes up. Maybe it's getting together with some friends or just having a talk with an old friend or family member. Maybe it's actually saying no to something that drains you. So taking something off of your plate. Whatever it is, do it without apology and do it because you know. So I want you to tell me in the comments, if you would, what's one thing you're going to do for yourself this week? Like I said, accountability, support. And let's encourage each other, right? Because I have a feeling a lot of women watching this have forgotten that they're worthy of the same love and care they give everyone else. So stop blaming yourself. Let's start understanding your body. And more importantly, start believing you're worth taking care of because you are. So remember, every healthy choice you make today is helping you build a body that's ready for your next chapter, making sure it's your best chapter. Until next time, it's your girl, Chelsea C. Take it easy.